You know I want you. It's not a secret.
My video is going to be about guys and how difficult it is sometimes to understand like the world of relationships. Okay, so I don't understand what it is, and maybe guys have the same problem, I don't know, but literally it's so frustrating because you have to be playing the game of hard to get, um, but not too much because otherwise you'll lose them, or you have to be a little bit needy but not too needy, so they don't think that you're some kind of freak, like not too clingy, sort of thing. And it's hard work to keep up with all of the stress, and it's quite stressful, it really is. And then you're competing with like hundreds and hundreds of other girls to try and get this one person, which could be talking to loads and loads of different people. You have no idea, and you don't know whether he's cheating on you. When you've actually been seeing each other, you don't know. When you're first together, you have no idea, but you can't ask because if you get those signs, you can't ask, obviously, because that's just too much, and you're being too much too fast. It's a really weird thing to have to do. It's just so frustrating, and I don't know whether anybody else feels like this, but it is just hard work. No wonder many people stay single these days. I feel like when you start to date someone or start to talk to someone, you should be upfront, not play games, and you should actually tell them how you feel, go on dates, see each other regularly, but not too much. So you allow that space between you. There was this guy a while back that he decided that he was going to say that he liked me and everything. At the beginning it was really good. He was talking to me, and it was nice. He was saying how perfect I was, that I was like the loveliest person he ever wished to meet. Then suddenly he was talking to me like for a little while, all the time, and then suddenly we met. Now we'd already met previous to this, but I won't tell you how because otherwise this person will know who it is. I don't really want to identify him anyway. I don't know if this is making any sense, but he was really nice, and he was like a really nice guy. And we met, and he decided that he was going to be like really awkward around me. Fair enough, I was a bit awkward around him too. He decided that he was going to take this awkwardness and he was going to make it even worse by being a little bit rude. And he's thinking he was funny, but he's not. Anyway, we spend time together, he comes round mine and we spend time together. Mind, this was a while ago. A long time ago. He comes around mine and he spends time with me. We have a really good time, we get on and everything like that, and then suddenly he goes back to his place, and it's okay for like a couple of hours, and then suddenly he decides, okay, I'm not going to talk to you, and I'm going to almost ghost me. And then a few days later, I'll message him and be like, hey, what's going on? Then a couple of days go past, barely talking to each other after this event. We're barely talking to each other, and then he, I've asked him when you want to meet up and stuff, and he said this date if I'm free. Shouldn't I be put first before whatever else you've got, as long as it's not important, before like important situations? Yes, fine, fair enough. But if you're just at home, not doing anything, why am I being put last? So bearing in mind he's already told me that I'm amazing and everything like this, and I'm really kind and that, and he really likes me. Okay, so he goes and he says to me, you know, this is really good and everything. And obviously we've met up, and he says, yeah, if I'm free. So we've met up a couple of times, more times after this. Yeah, everything's fine. Then he goes, oh, I'm not sure, even though he's told me that he's really into it and everything. He then turns around and tells me that he's not sure about it and he doesn't know. So I play him at his own game and say, you know, okay, right, okay, I'm not really feeling it either because you keep ghosting me. Which is fair enough, because I'm not really playing a game here, because if I've just said, you know, I don't understand why you're ghosting me, so obviously I'm not going to want to carry on, you know, with this silly phrase, this silly thing that we've got going on. Why would I want to carry on, you know, unless you're going to change? He says to me, oh yeah, we'll meet up one more time, and if nothing comes of it, then we won't bother. So we meet up this last time. Everything goes well, and you know, we're really laughing, we're happy. He goes back to his, and I meet up with him the next day. And I've met up with him the next day. Okay, so he says to me, you know, this is going really well and everything, and then suddenly I come home and he pretty much ghosted me again. I don't understand, like, what's going on. Am I being like used? Am I being like, I don't know what's going on. Clearly he has some issues that needs to be resolved. Anyway, my point of my story is, this is how relationships work. They're just so tricky, and I know not every relationship's like that, because I've had quite a few that aren't, but when you get in the relationship, guys or girls tend to always mess it up, and I don't know what goes wrong. It's just horrible, because you think that you're gonna actually find the one that you're supposed to be with, and then suddenly it just falls apart. Why?